Hey, welcome back to the Liquid Late Nights podcast. It's still cold in Florida. We're going to talk about it, take a shot, but it's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's warming up. Everything's fine.
It's got about 68 today, which is I could live with 68. I can live with 68 year round, please.
No, we're about 74, 75 over here. You know,
well, that's too hot.
Inland. That's too hot. It was like a 2% humidity. Calm down. There was a breeze. It was cold in the shade. Or cool in the shade. Ooh, Lord. Anyway, let's see what's going on out here in this sports world that we love so much. But it was cold enough that hockey game, that Stadium Series, they had to do a little more than they thought they'd do for the ice, but that was great.
No, it was, it had to be, 35, 40 degrees out there. They had 65 plus thousand people there.
Mm-hmm.
The NHL has got to be pinching themselves because that was just great for them.
They had to turn warmers on the ice.
Yeah, I know.
Because to keep the ice a little slicker for the...
Because it was just going to... And so, because when I saw it on the Weather Channel was talking about it, CNN, everybody. So I said, well, the NHL that's what they raised their profile. The game was great because the Bruins scored because I was watching what the Lakers Knicks started about the same time. So my boy, my partner of mine who's a Knicks fan, I'm a Lakers fan. He and I were saying we're gonna flip back and forth to trying to watch both of the same thing. And so the Bruins scored 10 seconds into the opening match after the puck drop, boom, 1-0.
No, the Lightning scored first. Lightning scored first 11 seconds in. And then...
What?
I could have sworn the Lightning got there first.
No, it was and then I put money on it. I don't even gamble.
Because the only reason I said that, because I think they got one more, and then it was like 4 scores all Bruins. Because I was like, oh, I guess this isn't going as well as I thought. No, I didn't come back.
No, it was good.
The field looked nice. They had all the super treasure map out there, so it looked good from the high angles.
Yeah, it was a lot of slutty powers out there too.
It was Gasparilla was just bleeding into it. It's just
that was the intent.
Yeah,
because the announcers were all dressed up. They was all powered about, and it was just again NHL raise their profile. Come to Tampa and do it. It was insane, dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That Lightning coach out in his full suit. I'm like, this man can't play, and I guess he does this all the time. I'm like, oh,
the Patriots came, not the Patriots. The Bruins came to the match dressed in Patriot gear. They all looked like I don't know 17th century, like they was going to the Boston Tea Party or something.
Right.
And then the Lightning came with the orange sickle Bucks uniforms on. I'm like, dude, man, it's cold enough. Now y'all gonna be orange sickles too? But anyway, it was very good. And then who played? Oh, Tim McGraw did the halftime show. He was pretty good. So that's they had a goalie fight, the first goalie fight of the outdoor series, and then the Lightning won in a shootout.
People want to see a fight. How many seats do they usually get for the Lightning games? Because the arena doesn't hold 30,000, 35?
No. That place is bigger than that, boss.
Yeah. But not 65.
It's about 20. It's Benchmark International, friend.
Sorry.
They check his bounce and get somebody else.
Fine. Benchmark International. God, that's just way too good.
That's a lot, dude. That's a lot of confidence and
That's like crypto.com. Come on.
Well, crypto had to go do the thing too because they sold Staples deal ran out the same thing. They sold it and they did a $400 million renovation on crypto.com without people really knowing it. They did it like on off season. They would do it different. $400 million improvements in there. I go to YouTube a lot to see stuff like that, but yeah. And that's why they did that deal. It's a 20 years, $700 million deal that crypto signed. I don't know what benchmark cost. It was probably a lot too. Probably should look that up at some point. But anyway, so Stadium Series fine. Now we got Super Bowl Sunday coming. I'm getting a headache.
Why are you getting a headache? What happened?
It's just I'm Super Bowl out.
How you? It's what 4 days out. You're Super Bowl out. What happened? What they do? Is it wall to wall? Because I don't like. I've been watching ESPN like that during the day. So is it?
I don't either. But what I'm saying is like okay. So I listen to sometime in the car. I listen to Colin Cowherd's show, and then it's like Sam Donaldson. his return from the dead or something like that. He's been with like 4 teams, and then they got Drake May, who's a second-year rookie, and how genius they are in New England because they was 4-0 last year. All of a sudden, they're back in the Super Bowl, and Belichick and can't get in the Hall of Fame, and it's just just killing me, Smalls.
Every angle. That's what we do. It's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl. It's so big of a Super Bowl. You know the Winter Olympics start on Friday, right?
Yeah, they had some stuff today.
Okay, yeah, preset, but opening ceremony is right. Is anybody talking about that? Because the Super Bowl.
No. Then you got the Bad Bunny thing, and your guy, the Orange King, say he ain't going.
Oh,
because they're still mad about the bunny, who's American, not American.
Also, it's California. He will get booed.
Oh yeah. But they're gonna have there's a big deal. I think Pandora has some big concerts going to be live, and in San Francisco, and I'd like to be there, man, that weekend. But you need a few dollars because you have to drop, some cheese to just participate up there. Just to get a Uber ride, I'm sure it's going to set you back a few $100.
It's surge pricing. Surge pricing started yesterday.
Surging across the bridge. But no, I think it's going to be. I know it's going to be a good game, but I don't know who. I'm not picking anybody. But
last week you were picking it.
All right, fine. I'll pick Seattle. How about that? You feel better now?
Wow.
I was going to pick Seattle anyway. I'm not going with the Patriots. I can't do that.
We appreciate. There's plenty of room on the bandwagon. Come on.
I didn't say. I just.
Plus, it's West Coast. You love the West Coast, baby.
I certainly do. I certainly do. But I don't know. They're saying Sam Donaldson, his story is a good story. The coach, their coach is a good story because even the coach for the Patriots is a good story because he played for the Patriots. So they got there's a lot of storylines. But I just want to puke sometimes.
It's a lot of hype. It's 2 weeks of hype. We know this, but it's every year because you got this big gap in the middle, and you just got to do something. Wasn't it this week or beginning of this week? The flag football.
I had too much Gasparilla and stuff here in Tampa, so I don't know anything other than cold pirates. So anyway, but that's good. But yeah, the Super Bowl hype continues. Which is the Super Bowl? I can't remember what number it is, but this is a replay from the Super Bowl about 15 years ago. New England played, it's like 2011 maybe, 2012.
No, last time.
And they lost.
Yeah.
The Patriots and the Birds played each other in the Super Bowl. But anyway, what do I know?
Yeah, Pro Bowl was last night.
Oh, it was last night?
Yeah, NFC won 66-52.
I was watching the Lakers beat up on Brooklyn, but it was beating them so bad, I felt bad for them. I just turned the channel. Dude, when you're up by 30 points in the first quarter, I text my friend. I said, dude, what Brooklyn got here? JV team. He said, I feel the same way. I'm watching Knicks Wizards. Just as bad, except for lead into it, trade deadline. Wizards just got Anthony Davis today, which is weird. They just traded for Anthony Davis. He was spent 1 year or 370 days in Dallas. He's gone. And he got Trae Young a couple of weeks back. So the Wizards might be competitive next year because both those guys are hurt. So they're not playing. Yeah. He bought damaged goods. Anyway, move on for the Super Bowl.
Not a premium.
They got him at Walmart prices, huh? But it's like it's trade deadline. The deadline is tomorrow at noon, like 1 o'clock, whatever it is. Man, there's some wild stuff went down today for some big name. Yeah, James Harden is no longer a Clipper. He's left Kawhi because Kawhi can go to jail by himself now. James got traded. He's in Cleveland now. He's with Donovan. That's something else. Just so many things were changing hands. So I said, but the big name guys like James Harden, Anthony Davis, the big name, but D'Angelo Russell is going with him too. With I know D'Angelo because we drafted him, but it's been exciting. I mean, the Chicago Bulls trade they flip flop their whole team, and so did Charlotte. So it's trade deadline day is exciting. So everybody said, are they trading LeBron? LeBron said he ain't worried about. He'll be here.
Yeah, where's he going?
Well, why would they trade LeBron? He sell too many tickets. I keep telling people money, people forget about stuff like that. I mean, I watched him in the Garden the other night, and they was my buddy texted me. We were talking about. He said the cheapest ticket to Lakers Knicks. What night was that? Saturday night on ESPN was $912. That's a nosebleed in the Garden. So all those guys who like Alan Stadler and Spike and all these people that were sitting down there, they was paying serious money. What's that guy named with the heavy guy, Skink or something with the blonde hair, black guy with the what little thing? He does a lot of commercials. Kind of chubby guy.
Oh, that new guy.
He was sitting on the sideline with he was
Drewski?
sitting on the sideline with some Drewski with some porn star, some OnlyFans star. No, dude, they were all there, boss. It was insane. Everybody was there. I mean, because they're showing a lot of people. This is Madison Square Garden. LeBron's in town. Luka was killing them. He lost, but it was great. If you do that kind of thing, what do I know? It's a great time of year. It's winter. It's like, man, it's just I'm so glad that football is finally to the end, so I can enjoy my sport.
All-Star break is when?
Another week or so.
Okay.
Because they named all the All-Stars. It's just because at first they had left LeBron off, and now he's on. They left Kawhi off, now he's on.
So we got to get through Super Bowl. We got
Also,
Daytona 500.
I thought that was this week.
No, that's the week after.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 500's after, and then All-Star break. Yeah, because we start backing up in. Okay.
Somewhere in here, you got Valentine's Day for you lovers in the house.
Let me tell you something about Valentine's Day.
I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. It makes me a grunch or what do you call it, a Grinch or whatever it is.
Listen, I don't need to fight for a reservation at Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that like this. No.
The man said Chipotle. I like Chipotle, dude.
Do you want to have to get a reservation for Chipotle just because it's Valentine's Day?
Because Chipotle is full of little kids and stuff, preteens and stuff in there. Just no.
I thought that's all Waffle House is gonna have a special Valentine's menu. That's how you know it's got too far.
Did you just say Waffle House?
Yes, I said the Waffle House. With reservations. Listen, man. This is 2026. This is how we living now, I guess. I ain't doing it.
I don't think I can't. I've been in a Waffle House in 20 years. Sometimes longer than that, 40 years.
I mean, I don't think you missed much. They haven't changed much.
But people, they're still in business.
You can't miss with the formula and the success. You either want something super greasy at 3 a.m. and maybe see a fight.
I was gonna say you can't pick up no hot babes there, but I guess you want to see a fight and some late night drunkenness in there. Okay. How do we get off on this? Okay,
Well, speaking of hot babes, how was Gasparilla?
It was insane. First of all, there was a lot of people here. I mean, just insanity. And it was cold.
And they didn't care.
Nobody cared. Every now and then somebody might put some stockings on, but the rest of them still had just all out. They were just it was wild. First thing in the morning, like Saturday morning at 10, drunk college students walking down, they carry these, I don't know who they think they're fooling. The cops with those jugs they carry with a different color, like Kool-Aid or something in it.
The Stanleys?
Is that what they call them?
The Stanley cups or those big, they're big, like 40 ounce, 50 ounce ones.
But it's like a milk carton, big, giant milk jug thing.
Yeah.
And they all carry them, and they're all different colors. That's not just. They were just drunk. They staged everything. It was a great deal because the streets was all blocked early. What else was going on down here? There was these 3 ships were down at the port, so it was madness. It was genuine mayhem. It was cold.
My friend, they didn't let the full boat raid happen because of the seas were kind of rough, but everybody came in and parked their boat. So I saw lots of videos of people in boats. I had friends on a boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were just sitting out there. I saw those because I just learned how to do some real things. So everybody's got those. It was a lot of great shots and stuff. And I didn't realize that the Clydesdales were here. Like, because I saw some, I said, that horse shit on the road? Then I saw them on the video. I said, the Clydesdale, that's where that came from. I said, I was walking, somebody said, wait a minute, is that like Horse droppings? It's a Clydesdale, mark their territory, huh?
They say, we here.
It was crazy, dude. Somebody who I talked to about this, two guys were with me, they was talking about it. Said, yeah, they was talking about the cruise and stuff. Talking about the women, they talk about the women who do the cruise on the boat, on their things and stuff. Said, man, the guy was saying, well, this one had whatever cruise was, it was all over 50. They was out there. I said, come on, man, they having fun. Grandma was out there trying to, be high. Because this one lady, so they came from Key West. They had like this float built like a tiki bar or something down there. Key West. Yes, my husband made this. And she was, man, I don't want to talk about people, but they was like, I said, so he drove that float up from Key West here.
Towed it up. Wow.
Towed it up. Yeah, just to be in. Because I was behind several of them early part of last week going, because the traffic was all backed up on the 618. I said, what's going on? Then I realized it was people ferrying floats down. Just anyway, it was great fun. People say, this is better than Mardi Gras. We're coming again next year.
Like, oh, okay, come on.
They were interviewing people talking, well, we drove down here from Mississippi. I said, really? I met some people from New York. They flew in, like two couples. Is that the right pronunciation? Two couples. Anyway, and they flew down just to take a hotel and start dating off at American Social. Because if you start at American Social, matter of fact, that's the best place to be. If you don't get all the rest of the mess, because everything's going to end up coming into the bay and the river right by American Social in Jackson where the boat dock at. So they went there first thing in the morning. It was nice.
Yeah, anyway. It was funny. It was funny with just the part of the Weather Channel I could tell, because Weather Channel had to do, the big storms were coming through, so they had their team scattered through on the weekend. So we got somebody in North Carolina, South Carolina, somebody in New York, Massachusetts, and way down here they sent Felicia Combs to Tampa because she don't like the cold. This was the least cold of the rest of the country.
Yeah.
And it's like, here, we'll stick you by the Pirates. You go interview some people, have fun.
It was still cold, but she was wrapped up.
Yeah. But everything looked great. I got to make it over there next year. I got to be on the scene. Maybe.
There was a few people on the sidewalk throwing up and stuff like that too. So hey, early.
Oh,
but here's one.
They didn't stop for the night before.
Here's one thing I do know. Okay, for the last several years, because where I live here, you can hear the revelers into the night after it's finished all night long. They still like that. It's Saturday night. There was nobody out there.
Too cold.
It was like 20 degrees or something like that. So I got a good night's sleep. Because last year it was insane. I could hear people marching through the buildings all time into the night. Mm-hmm. Cannons still going, firecrackers going off. Fireworks. Saturday night, after it got in, it was quiet as a mouse box.
They went inside. They were at the Hard Rock. They were
the Hard Rock. Well, you're right. The Hard Rock was insane. It was just jammed up.
So that's like the official. Aren't they like a main sponsor? They were like a main sponsor. I know they got a giant float every year, and their ambassadors go out, all that kind of stuff. So I knew that was definitely going to be after party. So, and then whatever else was in town for the next night, probably Tim McGraw was staying there. This all sorts of stuff. Come on.
It was but again, what I'm just saying was there's no revelers walking the streets after a certain time of night like this year, because it was kind of frosty Saturday night. Because I went home, I said it started drizzling about 3 or so. I said, it's time to get off the street. And I said, well, I'll go and park and walk out to the bridge. And I said, no, it was just too cold. I walked out. I said, no. Why don't I walk out there and be all wiped out for the next 3 or 4 days with sick or something? Now.
Well, I did get sick, but I was, people were looking up, well, how do I, make sure my pipes, because, our pipes aren't set up like that, I guess. And I know for a fact out by UCF, because they had announced that one of the apartment buildings that's on campus, that's student housing, that evacuate that building because their cold water chiller or something busted because of the cold weather. So they didn't have running water in the building at all. So they had to get the kids out of there. I'm like, that's way inland. But, everybody was like, 22. And we're like,
it could be worse. It could be an iguana, huh?
I didn't see no falling iguanas. That was down in Miami, and it was just cold enough. I think they were all right. I
heard that I saw this. Oh, dude, I saw this. This was exaggerated AI. They were telling people to collect the iguanas. I a piece on Instagram where the guys were bringing iguanas and they had them on the grill.
No, that's fake. That's fake.
I know it's fake, but it was funny. Bring on the iguanas.
I think that's probably when they had to put out something like, no, you can bring them to Florida, FWC, Florida Wildlife Convention. You can bring them to them, Fish and Wildlife, but don't, try to let them, whatever. These guys gonna be pissed. Yeah, these guys gonna be pissed. So
I heard they were a pest. Now somebody said they eliminate them or something like that. No, they're not. They're beloved.
Well, I mean, I think they are invasive, but at this point, 75% of the species in Florida is invasive. Like they were not supposed to be up here.
I know.
So
I know.
But hey, this is what we do. It's the swamp. It's what
we bring stuff in for a pet and then just release them. Loose. That's just no, man. Okay. It was great. Come back next year. Tampa, Gasparilla it's a party. We're still celebrating 300 years of invasions and whatever the pirates used to do around here. Jose Gaspar and his crew.
Drink, eat Cuban food, whatever.
And hide here in Tampa in this inlet here. Then rob the ships when they go past the Spanish galleons or the English ships trying to. And then whatever they was, well, never mind. I was just going to say something else, but better not. It's Black History Month, so I'm going to leave that be. Anyway.
Let it be. Oh, all right. Let's see what else we got. You put this up here because you must have really got into it. And Gene was talking about this last time, the OG network.
Well, I found it and then put it on there. I did watch one movie. It's got if you're into old stuff and I guess it's a network that Ice-T put together.
Okay, yeah.
And this movie that you normally wouldn't find, shouldn't say that because you can almost find anything now because there's so much content there that everybody's got some kind of a network with movies and old stuff, And so what did I watch? The original Superfly, when it came out in 1972. I enjoyed it because I try to find it. Sometimes old stuff like they want you to buy it. So wait a minute, I'm going to buy this movie for $3.99, $2.99. It didn't cost that much to see the theater when it came out. 50-some years ago. But it's some good stuff. And there's what Gene was telling me, there's a lot of different type of content in there from these old school guys from the 90s and the 80s or some interviews, documentaries and stuff. You got to sift through it, but it's there. It doesn't cost anything just go into your deal and pull it up and it pops up. You know what I mean? Because I sent it out in some of the chats with some of his siblings and cousins and stuff. And then Byron comes back and says, yeah, man, it's nice. I get it. But yeah, but there's a lot of stuff out like that. There's one I watched called Black Tree or something like this guy. But yeah, I watched some old Sidney Poitier movies and stuff like that. Black and whites, it's just, it's all good. When you get tired of just, explosions we have here, because we don't have a lot of dialogue in our movies anymore, just explosions. Everybody's on a vendetta to kill somebody. You kill my family, I'm going to kill you too. I'm tracking you down. You insulted me. I used to be insulted me. Now it's like everybody's on a vendetta about something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Some of those you like.
Yeah, the beekeeper was, but he was like, but.
And John Wick.
Well, yeah, John set the bar for everybody.
Right. They're like, oh, this could make me money. Let's go.
It was just my puppy. But anyway. But it's that's what everybody does. It's nothing original.
Sometimes original doesn't pay the bills.
Thanks for that.
Hey, I didn't make the rules up of this, late stage post-capitalism world we are.
Well, that's who we are?
I hope that's where we are. I don't know what comes next.
Authoritarianism.
Will they make money in China?
Well, China has a mixed market economy. They're going to make money. We just control it better. You got to be in with the party to,
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, you're on the outside looking in. Anyway, never mind. What do I know?
Oh, Lord.
What's this Disney stuff you hear? What's this story here?
Well, so they announced, the search for Iger's official successor after the last successor didn't work out and he had to come back. Josh D'Amaro, who was head of Disney Experiences and Parks, so basically everything that wasn't like a movie studio, which he was running, is now going to be a new CEO starting in end of March or mid-March. So he announced that. They elevated a woman to be president of the company, which they haven't had a president in about 20 years, and chief creative officer. So she's going to handle all Dana Walden. She's going to handle all the movie and TV stuff. So she gets ABC. She gets all the entertainment side because she's a Hollywood person. She came up from Fox when they got Fox. She's going to handle all that stuff. So Josh DeMero doesn't have that kind of experience, but he's going to be running everything else. So it's just going to be a smooth succession. Iger gets to go on the board, and then he gets to officially retire at the end of the year. And then hopefully, you see some fresh ideas, new blood, trying to move forward with the company. I saw part of the interview they did on ABC Nightly News because, hey, let's give it to our own network. And he talked about the Dubai park because they're still building that park in Dubai in a dome.
Yes, insane.
They're like the demographics,
I have
the
no
money.
interest in Dubai in the UAE stuff. I really do not.
It's not for you.
I know it's not.
They're building a giant port in Singapore for that giant ship that they're moving over there. That's because the market is there. The international market is where that money's going to come in for them.
Well, I was reading something the other day that they were saying because the Port of Tampa can't get the super big ships because they can't go underneath the skyway.
Mm-hmm.
Skyway's slow. So now there's a guy proposing that they build another port just to the outside of the Skyway Bridge, something out in the Manatee County area over there.
Oh, wow.
Well, but they're proposing it.
Mm-hmm.
But how much difference that's going to make as far as it's not going to help the Tampa market, these Manatee counties, Sarasota down that way. Wouldn't see any of that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's what they're saying. But that's a 5-year project and longer than that.
At least, yeah. I mean, that's when you think about the big ports like Port Canaveral, giant port. Port Everglades, big ass port. Port Miami.
Yeah, but there's no bridges to go underneath. The Skyway
there's no bridges.
Yeah.
They
should have thought of that when they made it 40 years ago. They should have made it higher. You know what I mean?
Well, they probably it works for tankers and stuff.
It opened in 86 or 80, somewhere like it. So it's been almost 40 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but cruise ships weren't even that size. I mean, the tanker ships, but yeah, I was
just playing, huh?
They already had something hit. It was already too low. Wasn't that in early 80s when they lost part of the Skyway?
No, it wasn't a Skyway. It's original bridge they built in 1955. Did they call it Skyway then?
I thought it was.
No, the Skyway was built to replace that when it hit. I remember that morning. It was like 81 or 80. No, 1980s when it was. It was a morning. It was a squall. It was foggy, and it hit one of the pylons on the bridge. Did they call it the Skyway Bridge then? Maybe they did still call it the Skyway. But anyway, a lot of people died that morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was a solemn morning because they knocked up the pylons locked, so there was a disengaged part, and before they could stop most of the cars and a bus and into the river. And it took like 6 or 7 years to build a new bridge. Mm-hmm. But that bridge it opened in 1955, the original one. Anyway, yeah, I remember that morning. I was working here in Tampa. It was solemn because everybody could, it was something else. But anyway.
People go on that road, yeah. So it's a new port, like you said, it's not gonna. Maybe it does help. Maybe it just expands the Tampa.
No, it won't because it's 15, almost 20 miles from where the port downtown here. So it's out in. Have you ever been to Manatee? Across that bridge on the other side over there? That's not what most. Really? Why do you think nobody really comes to the Lightning games? Not the Lightning, the Rays games or anything? Because that part of. Why do you think they give me to move over here? I mean, it's a nice area, but it's not metropolitan Hillsborough County. It's not, it's like Pinellas.
Yeah. It's
Manatee. It's like, it's nice. You go in the summertime, people everywhere. The traffic is bad and everybody at least 80. You know what I mean? But I just say that. I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
Maybe it needs that economic boost of development.
Yeah, but they're saying that the environmentalists said that port would just ruin the natural estuaries and stuff for the bird life and stuff like that. But anyway, it's out there. And so anyway, enough of that.
You know what? You want to get on a super cruise ship, which you won't, but you might. You don't know. Go out to the ports. Come on now. Take a ride down to Miami. Take a train.